It kind of boggles my mind. I mean, obviously, people have been lulled into the idea that paper's better than gold, and that happened in 1971 when Richard Nixon was in office, and he had to close the gold window, and we went into a complete fiat paper system. I can tell you, in the 1980s, there was a tremendous effort by the central banks to suppress the gold below $400 an ounce, and as long as we had foreign money being lent to us, we were able to live on that prosperity that somebody else created, and we're able to do it. But you know what? There isn't a foreign nation out there that wants U.S. government securities anymore, and it just doesn't make sense to be on a fiat currency when the whole world is trying to get away from it. It's almost like the people of the United States, the majority of them at this point in time, have their head in the sand and think that this is going to all get better for them. And I got news for you, it's not. When you see the government doing what they're doing and printing money like there's no tomorrow, the United States dollar is doomed.
Ted, I'm going to go to calls here in a moment, but I want to finish up on this. I'm looking at MidasResources.com. You have the live 24-hour spot gold, live 24-hour spot silver. The graphs are almost identical above and below each other, showing the market manipulation. And now the Federal Reserve has been admitting what they wouldn't admit previously, that they're manipulating the price down. And as you said, they're losing the battle because the dollar's plunging, because of the actions the bankers have taken. Folks, give Midas Resources a call. Ted, how long can you hold this deal?
Well, I'm going to be holding this one just for tonight because gold has gone up way too much. It's not going to be a surprise to me to see gold up over $1,090 an ounce. So I'll have to hold on this one. I usually say I'll see what happens, but I'm quite certain that I'm going to have to raise my prices tomorrow.
800-686-2237. The word on the street was there was going to be a stock market crash this week. I didn't go with that. I hope that's not the case, but this ain't looking good with Citibank going down this week. I was told last week Citibank was going to go under by a high-powered financial reporter I was talking to trying to get on the show. He won't come on the show, but he said that off the record Citibank was probably going to go under and that we were going to have a crash this week. I don't know if that's the case. I got this word from other high-powered media people that I talked to. I hope that's not the case, but this isn't looking good. Folks, get into gold and silver right now, because when the yuppies find out that this is the right investment, you're not going to be able to get gold and silver without paying a premium that's off the charts. This is a great deal, a fabulous deal. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. Now is the time. 800-686-2237. They're there till midnight tonight, and you're probably not going to get this deal again tomorrow because Ted's going to sell out of gold. He bought at the 120 level, with it now right up at $1,090 an ounce, breaking all-time records by over $30. This is incredible. 800-686-2237. Thank you, Ted.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Alex.
800-686-2237. Don't be stupid, folks. Okay, I want to go to Charles in Louisiana. Charles, thanks for holding. You're on the air. Go ahead.
How you doing, my friend?
Good.
Well, I'll tell you, you said you apologize to people for screaming. Alex, they need to apologize to you. You putting out everything on the line. The people need to apologize for you because of their cowardness. But I tell you what the people's got. They don't want to wake people up. They don't want to make tapes. They don't want to talk to people. They're going to have the real thing, the cattle prize, see their kids raped. I mean, like in New Orleans, people trying to leave New Orleans. They would shot people trying to leave New Orleans. They asked for water. They would put dogs.
You were one of the emergency workers, and you called first and said police had mowed down people trying to walk out.
I reported that to you first, yes.
And now they've been convicted. It didn't come out for 6 months that you told the truth.
Yeah.
And the military called it a laboratory. They locked it down, didn't let people get aid to set the precedent for FEMA to get more power.
Yes. And I've reported to you for years, many things over the years. I was the first one really to start putting out tapes by the mass, by the hundreds.
You've been putting my films out for a decade, haven't you?
Yes, I put out, I quit now, but 7,400. I quit about 3 years ago. I had to, after the storm, got me. But I put out all your tapes. I begged people to wake people up. I gave them the policeman. I gave them everything. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm ashamed to be American, Alex. I never thought that the people would be this dumb and this stupid.
You know, that's a good point. They can't get hundreds of countries to pass the carbon tax takeover, but America is going to lead the way into global slavery.
Well, here's the thing, Alex. I've been through a lot in my life. You know, I've been to 17 years. I've been through the prison camps. And I'm going to tell the American people, y'all think you're running, y'all think you're hiding, you don't want to look at the truth. But when they put you up there, people, and you're drinking your own blood and drinking out of a commode, think of Alex, think of me, because you all are doing nothing but talk. I hate that. I'm ashamed to be America. I never thought America would be this cowardly to let a handful of people to take them. Their kids are going to be taken away from them. Their property, Alex. They're going to be like New Orleans, begging for water. The military say, if you're thirsty, honey, show me something. Women had to show them their own breasts for a little bottle of water. For a bottle of water, Alex. That's what they got us down like animals. And these people up here, they're waiting for somebody else to do it. They're waiting for you to save this country. They ain't going to do it. They're going to watch football. They football freaks. But their children and them, that's generation. In 2 more years, they won't have a country.
Well, this is the long slide into total tyranny, and it's not, like I say, a boss hog corruption. This is hardcore. The same people that funded Hitler and Lenin and Stalin and Mao on record write textbooks bragging that once their police state grid's in place, once everybody's bankrupt, they're going to have helicopters fly over and spray nerve gas on us. And that came out with the Sunshine Project in 2000. They got the government documents on that. Every city has helicopters in government hangars with lethal and non-lethal nerve gas ready for us. I mean, that's how evil these people are, Charles.
So I've tried to prove you wrong. I love you, Alex. I've been knowing you a long time. I've been calling in for like 10 years. But the American people how does a man go and look at his children and say he's American or he's a Christian or he's anything? They just name themselves. We deserve what we get because we're cowards. Not you, Alex, but they are. The average American guy up there, he's going to say not
Stay
me,
there.